Hello, my name is Elite and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will explain the meaning, definition and the example of all phrasal verbs of kick. Kick off. The definition of kick off is to start, to launch, to make the first kick in a game or part of a game. Now let me show the example of kick-off phrasal verb in sentences are: an older child might kick off the blanket, so snap those shots quickly. Below is a simple recipe that will kick off your fashion soap making hobby. Need some ideas to kick off your new bedroom interior decorating project? We can also kick off another session of questions about the job White is doing. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of kick. Kick out. The definition of kick out is to dismiss or reject forcefully or summarily. Now let me show the example of kick out phrasal verb in sentences are: or unless you get a kick out of getting a kicking from your old school psycho. Your friends will get a kick out of your creativity and choice of movie star. He gets a real kick out of mending something so that it can be used again. He went on getting a kick out of it till about Wednesday of the next week. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of kick. Kick up. The definition of kick up is to raise, to increase a price, or to show anger about something. Now let me show the example of kick up phrasal verb in sentences are: a kick up centerboard and swing up rudder makes pitching or landing a snap. The charity ball is a chance to kick up your heels and help a good cause. It might be partly because I didn't kick up a fuss when I lost the captaincy. Scuffling feet kick up a fine powder that covers the children and everything else. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of kick. Kick around. The definition of kick around is abuse, wander loose, to float around, to hang around. Now let me show the example of kick around phrasal verb in sentences are: let kick around a few more proposals before we come to a final decision. He believed they understood what it was like to be kicked around by white men. Throughout all of this, Manchester United has been kicked around like a football. The idea of flight had been kicking around for centuries before man actually achieved it. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of kick. Kick back. The definition of kick back is to assume a relaxed position or attitude also. Now let me show the example of kick back phrasal verb in sentences are: we have to be ready to sock them in the mouth, to kick back when they kick us. Your waitress will take your order while you kick back and enjoy the game. As soon as they've finished up, they kick back and wait for the next show. Or maybe you'd just put it on, kick back and watch soap movies through the eyepiece. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of kick. Kick down. The definition of kick down is break or demolish something by physical bodily force. Now let me show the example of kick down phrasal verb in sentences are: He is not the first politician to kick down the ladder by which he has risen to exalted heights. When the kick down, the bathing suit comes out of the water every time. He shouted her name, but she only let him in after he threatened to kick down the door. All three kick down the needle, then beating a needle per year. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of kick. Kick in. The definition of kick in is: to start or connect suddenly, fall inward. Now let me show the example of kick in phrasal verb in sentences are: The pump had not been running fully primed but chose today to kick in. The government's decision is a real kick in the teeth for the unions. As the employment level rises above that, more and more laws kick in. But weeks had passed, and the results from the new approach were starting to kick in. Please like, share, subscribe and support my channel. That's all for this video. See you in next video.